Much appreciated. Here's Darren now with more.
Thank you.
And we heard Pat Buchanan bring up Green Party presidential candidate Ralph Nader. We have him standing by. Mr. Nader, good morning. Good to see you from Washington this morning.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
We've seen growing support for you in the polls in recent days leading up to the election. But what are you saying to your supporters to keep them from going into that ballot booth and getting a last-second moment of panic and voting for Al Gore instead?
I'm saying if they believe in the causes that we're espousing, and they're very often their causes, universal health care, a real move on poverty, the kind of integrity to the government's use of tax dollars by abolishing corporate welfare, law and order for the rich and powerful, clean environment, they'll vote for us. You know, it's often been said the only wasted vote is the vote for someone you don't believe in. Historically in our country, the great surges of justice have come from people voting their conscience, their hopes, their dreams. That's what I'm confident our supporters will do when they get into the privacy of that ballot box. They want a viable third party moving to hold those two parties' feet to the fire or else.
One answer you've had to those critics who have said that you were taking votes away from Al Gore, you have pointed out you were actually bringing new people into the process, people who might not have voted anyway. Do you suspect, perhaps fear, by doing that, you might actually be helping the Democratic Party? Somebody who might support you might go and vote for you for president, but vote for Democrats in Congress and turn the tide, perhaps, in the House.
Well, Dick Gephardt, the future House Speaker, possibly thinks that way. Yes. There are only 10% of the House seats that are challenged by Green Party candidates, so many of the key swing seats, say 23 of them, have no Green Party candidate, and so our votes may spill over and help the Democratic candidates to recover the House.
And very quickly, as we mentioned, you're at 4% now in our polls. If you are able to get 5% of the popular vote and get those federal election funds, what is the future of your Green Party?
Well, we're 5% CBS, 7% nationally in the Zogby poll. We're going to grow. This is the fastest growing party in America. We're going to field thousands, not just hundreds, of candidates in the year 2002 at the local, state, and national level. And above all, we're going to do what a majority of the people really like, even if they don't vote for a third party, which is establish a viable third party to keep those two parties more honest, or they're going to lose more votes in the future. It's that watchdog function that is so critical.
If Al Gore has to be the sacrificial lamb in that process, you're okay with that?
I don't like either of them. I don't like either of them to win. You look at our platform on votenader.com, you'll see why.
All right, Ralph Nader, Green Party presidential candidate. Thanks for joining us this morning, sir.
Thank you.
Bill.
All right, back to the volunteer state, specifically